If you want to know about the best index funds to invest in the US stock market, this is the video for you. In this video, we're going to talk about best mutual funds with which you can invest in the US stock market index. Hi, this is Raja from Fincharger, and let's get started. So first, we have Navi Nasdaq 100 Fund of Fund. And all of these are a fund of funds, so these funds indirectly invest in another fund, but these are the easiest ways to invest in the US stock market. So you can go to any mutual fund, invest in it, and you can invest in the US stock index from here, and that's the easiest process. Okay, so first we have Navi Nasdaq 100 Fund of Fund, and as you can see, this fund has an expense ratio of 0.12%, which is really low. And this fund has a big AUM of 810 crores compared to other US index funds. And you can start your SIP or lump sum with just 10 rupees. So if you have just 10 rupees, you can start investing in these funds. And this fund doesn't have any exit load, and there is no lock-in as well. And as you can see that this fund really has a low expense ratio and really low amount to invest in SIP or lump sum. I appreciate Navi for keeping all their expense ratios really low and keeping their minimum investments really low as well. So if you want to invest in the Nasdaq 100 index of the US stock market, you can go ahead and invest in it. Nasdaq 100 basically consists of mostly tech stocks, mostly the top 100 tech stocks. So if you really want to invest in it, you can go ahead and invest in the Nasdaq 100 index via this Navi Nasdaq 100 Fund of Fund. At number 2, we have Motilal Oswal S&P 500 Index Fund. Okay, so this fund invests in the S&P 500 index, which is a broad index compared to Nasdaq 100. S&P 500 consists of 500 top companies of the US stock market. Okay, so this is a broad index with a lot more companies. And as you can see, this fund has an expense ratio of 0.56%, which is a little bit on the higher side. And also, as you can see, the minimum SIP is 500 rupees. And currently, you cannot invest via lump sum in this fund. And this fund doesn't have any lock-in, but it has an exit load of 1%. So if I take a look at it here, if you redeem your fund within 0 to 7 days of investment, then you have to give 1% of exit load. Okay, but if you invest after 7 days, then there is no exit load at all. This fund was started back in 2020 April, and still it's going pretty good. So if you want to invest in the broad S&P 500 index of the US, you can go ahead and invest in this Motilal Oswal S&P 500 index fund. At number 3, we have Mirae Asset NYSE Fang Plus ETF Fund of Fund. So this fund invests in the NYSE Fang Plus ETF. So this Fang Plus actually invests in the top tech companies of the US, and it has a few more companies compared to the Fang index. And this fund invests directly in those 7-8 companies. Okay, so this is a really narrow fund, but it only invests in the top 7-8 tech companies. So if you want to invest in the top companies, you can go ahead and invest with this fund. So if you take a look at it here, as you can see, this one invests in the NYSE Fang Plus ETF, and this one invests in an ETF indirectly. And this fund has an expense ratio of 0.69%, which is a little higher. But you also need to understand that you were able to invest in the top 5-6 tech companies of US with this fund very easily without doing any other work. And that is why, as you can see, it has a big AUM of 1200 crores. And as of now, currently, this fund is not taking any SIP or lump sum investments. But if you have an SIP going, you can continue doing that. But fresh investments are currently stopped, so you cannot do that. And this fund also has an exit load if you redeem within 0 to 3 months. So if you invest in this fund, make sure to redeem after 3 months. And this fund doesn't have any lock-in, so you can go ahead and withdraw your money anytime. But if you withdraw within 3 months, then you have to give a small exit load of 0.5%. Okay, so currently this fund is not taking an investment, and they did the same thing in previous years as well. But I'm sure that after some months, they will again take fresh investments, and you have to wait for that. Okay, so this is the Fang Plus. You can go ahead and search for the Fang Plus index to see the top companies that are available inside this Fang Plus index. It's mainly Facebook, Amazon, Google, and all these things. Okay, so these are the 3 top index mutual funds using which you can invest in the US stock market, and the best index funds best indices of the US stock market. So go ahead and start investing in the US stock market very easily just by using these mutual funds. So thanks for watching. This is Raja from Fincharger. I hope you found this video really helpful. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in another video very soon.